The wind carried a chill that prickled my skin as I walked along the desolate beach. The moon, veiled by wisps of clouds, cast an eerie glow over the landscape, painting the waves in shades of silver. The rhythmic sound of the surf crashing against the shore should have been soothing, but an unsettling feeling gnawed at the edges of my mind.
I pulled my coat tighter around me, attempting to ward off both the cold and the unease that seemed to grow with every step. The beach was known for its tranquility during the day, but at night it transformed into a realm of uncertainty. The sand beneath my feet was cold and damp, a stark contrast to the warm memories of sun-drenched days.
As I walked farther along the shoreline, I noticed something odd in the distance. A flickering light like a solitary candle danced near the water's edge. Curiosity mingled with apprehension, pushing me toward the mysterious glow. The light seemed to move, bobbing and swaying as if carried by an invisible hand.
My heart quickened its pace as I approached the source of the light. A figure emerged from the darkness, clad in tattered clothing that fluttered like the wings of a moth. Their face was obscured by shadows, but I could feel their gaze upon me. A shiver ran down my spine as a cold, raspy voice reached my ears.
"Lost soul," the figure whispered, their voice carrying a haunting melody. "The sand's hunger for company." I stumbled back, fear clawing at my throat. Every instinct told me to run, but an unnatural force seemed to root me in place. The figure drew closer, revealing gnarled hands that reached out toward me, their fingers elongated and twisted like the roots of an ancient tree.
Panicking, I finally tore my gaze away from the figure and sprinted back along the beach. The sand seemed to clutch at my feet, slowing my escape. Behind me, the whispering voice grew louder, a cacophony of voices from the depths of nightmares. "Stay, wanderer," the voices hissed. "Stay and be a part of the sands." My heart pounded in my chest as I stumbled and fell, the sand now crawling up my legs like a living entity. With a surge of adrenaline, I fought against the sand's grasp, my mind consumed by sheer terror. I scrambled to my feet, heedless of the sand that clung to me, and ran as if my life depended on it.
The wind howled around me, carrying the haunting chorus of voices that echoed in my mind. I didn't dare look back, my breath ragged and desperate. It felt like an eternity before I reached the safety of the rocky cliffs that marked the end of the beach. As I collapsed onto the rocky ground, the wind began to subside, and the voices faded into the distance. The moon emerged from behind the clouds, casting its silvery light on my trembling form. I couldn't shake the feeling that I had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death.
To this day, I avoid that beach like the plague, haunted by the memory of the whispering sands and the chilling encounter that forever changed me. The fear of becoming one with the haunting melody, lost to the eternal embrace of the sand, lingers in the darkest corners of my mind.
Subscribe for more horror and interesting stories.